On today's episode of In the Red, we have come down to an absolutely fantastic golf course. We are at the Irvine Golf Club, which is located just down the road from where the Open Championship is this week. This course itself has hosted some amazing tournaments, and most recently the Scottish Amateur Boys Championship was here. But I'm going to get out there and start my quest to play some better golf. We're going to see if we can get in the red today. I'm excited for this one. It looks like a true test of links golf, designed by old Tom Morris and James Braid. Let's get to the first tee and let's see if we can do this. Eagle. We've got a plan. Well, that was a top. Turn him, turn him, turn him. Right, we've made it to the first tee, a par 4, 417 yards, pretty straight away. You hit to like a risen slope, and then you're going up over to the green. You can see the flag in the distance, but big aim for me today is just steady golf. If I can break par, we're off to a good start. I've been doing a little bit of work on my game. I've not done loads since Open qualifying, so I'm just excited to be out here. The course itself is one I've never played and it looks amazing, so I'm going to enjoy this. Comment down below what you think we're going to shoot. Irvine Bogside, let's go. Well, a little low necky one, but it's up the right and it's done. That was an early morning swing, but we're safely away. 168 to the flag from here, which is tight left, and then it's 30 back to my bag, so I've got the best part of 200 yards. Would have liked to have got it a little better off the first, but first tee swings. Now that looks like it's going to jump a little bit, so with it being a links course and it's quite firm and bouncy out here by the looks of it, I'm just going to hit 6 iron because it's actually only 185 to the front. So if I can bounce this up somewhere near the front, should be okay. Oh, that's going to be a bit left, just snagged in the rough. It's probably just going to miss the green to the left there, but it's okay. Lots of golf to be played. First hole, isn't it? It's interesting, this one, because I've either got to throw it all the way up and get it perfectly right over this upslope, or I can bump something shy and let it try and find its way up on. I think going aerial, you've got to be pinpoint. See how it's lying. I'm pretty happy with that. Struck it nicely. The greens, absolutely lovely. A little bit of rain coming down, so they're not going to be the quickest, but look like they're going to roll well. Oh, it's a better start, folks. It's a better start. We found a bit of trouble, but the new mindset. We are battlers. We are battlers to the end. So a little bit about the course before we peg off here on the second, which is a generous par 5, 474 yards. 10 bunkers on this hole though, but the course itself, the tees we're playing off today, the white tees, 6,400 yards, par 71, a 36 going out and a 35 coming back in. Course record, we've just been told by chap in the shop, 62. So, you know, some proper golf that, just 9 under par. If we get near that today, that'd be one heck of a start. But down here, I'm not going to hit driver because there's still a little bit of gorse in there, and there's a couple of bunkers, like I say, 10 of them. They're more further up the hole, but got a new 3-wood. I'm just going to try and get this in play because it's not overly long. We could still get the green in 2 if needed and try and build a score today. And that is exactly what we want. Straight down the banner. feeling that now that we're in Troon, or round the corner from Troon, I might channel my inner Henrik Stenson and just use a 3-wood off every tee and hit fairways. So we're centre of the fairway, which is one thing we wanted to do, and actually interesting. We'll just pop the stats up here from ShotScope, what the average user of ShotScope stuff is doing on the fairways and the greens, and if I can top all these today, that would be nice. But I'm 186 to the front, 202 to the middle. Can't see, I can just see the tip of the flag. I feel like it's middle because it's right in line with the post that's behind the green, which is 235. So the only issue is a bunker up near the green. That's at 193. So I'm going to hit 6 iron and just sort of go dead at it really. See what we do. About 2 or 3 yards left of the flag, but seen a bounce and it kicked a little bit right. Didn't quite get all of it, but I'm happy. I'm in Scotland. I'm at the home of the golf. The Open's on. I've got a great vibe. Loving it. In the red. New chapters. Let's go, baby. Well, they do say ignorance is bliss, and we've taken a little bit of that today because look at where that is. I did say it was middle of the green, the flag, and we had a little kick to the right. But we just got over the crest of the hill here. I don't even tease back there for the next, so I'll just stroll up and just kick it in. It's about a foot, I would say. Right, I would hopefully say that 2 holes in, we're going to be in the red for the first time, folks. Hit that like button if you're enjoying that already. Should we walk with a putter point? Is that too cocky early on? It's inside a putter's length. It's basically a gimme. Eagle. So our third hole is 351 yards full art, and this one's called. There's a bunker, 2 bunkers at 180 to get over, and then there's one at 239. So I'm going to hit 4 iron down, and that should leave me a nice little wedge across ideally. Plays back, looking back towards Troon. You're looking at Irvine town here, which is quite a lovely view there, the steeples. We just want to go on the left of the 2 steeples we see. This is strange because 3 shots in a row have gone pretty much where I aim them and hit nicely. This taking golf serious malarkey. There could be something in it. There could be something in it. It's getting serious, the jacket's coming off. 130 yards to the flag for us there. Straight down the pipe. 2 out of 3 fairways hit. Now, if I can just hit this green, I'm going to air slightly left of it. I thought that was a bunker. There's a little bit of a fall off before the green, so the flag's 130, but the back's 145, so just got to make sure I get this up because short, no bueno. Keep fading. Keep fading. Tell you what, that's what I need to do a little bit more of there. Instead of just zapping the number, I've taken a little bit of info about seeing that little lip that you can see just popping up, and like gone, right, okay, well I can hit this full instead of just trying to hit it 130. Thought about it a bit more, and now I've got a good look at birdie instead of what I normally would do, would just walk up and whack it. So it's actually even bigger than we thought, the dip there. So that is definitely that process that I've just gone through, seeing some trouble, right, play back, get a bit more information and think about the entirety of the shot instead of just laser hit. I think that stood me in good fortune because now I've got about 20 feet for birdie, if that. We rolled this in, this would be nice. Wouldn't normally put with the flag in, but I'm just going to leave it so everyone can see where the hole is when it goes in. Getting attacked by a fly here. Just a little pushy, that one. But happy with that, nice par. Just golf like that, doesn't need to be too flashy. just keep the ball rolling, no pun intended. Interesting this hole because you see it on the tee box 292, and I saw it on the scorecard earlier, and it's amazing what a hole plays, how it plays different from looking at a yardage on a card to actually what the hole looks like. Because as you see this hole now, I thought to myself, I'll just whiz drive a 3-wood down to near the front. It runs all the way along the rail line. There's gorse that you're just seeing out over that we're going over, and then you're playing to a big raised green, and it is literally going to be 7-iron wedge for me. You'd have to hit the highest, softest, cuttiest driver down the railway to even think of holding this green. So not going to do that. I'm just going to knock it down and wedge on, give myself a chance. That is 4 in a row that have done exactly what I wanted. This is getting scary. This is uncharted territory before it's going to plan. Everyone panic. 100 yards, and you can see what I mean about the green now just been raised up. It's interesting because some of the holes, they look short, but this course, like I said earlier at the first tee, it's hosted some big events. It's ladies home internationals, it's hosted the boys amateur championship, it's hosted the British Senior Open along with Turnberry. It's been a final qualifying course, and I think as we get through it, we're going to see a lot of holes where you've really got to plot and not just whack, and if you're getting stuff like that, it's game over. So yeah, looking forward to this test. Now this flag is looking about 7 or 8 paces just left of the railway, so I'm going to go a little bit right because my miss is to pull. So I'm going to go about 10 foot right, 100 yards, 54er, and just have a 10-foot putt instead. It's going well. It's going strangely well, everyone. Just a little bit long, but about 22 feet now for the birdie. And on greens like this, when they look as good as they do and they're at a nice pace, you really feel like you've got a lot of chances to hold putts here. So let's see. What a great little hole that is. That swung about 6 inches across the hole then. I was an undecided putter point. Probably looked a little bit freaky. But if we keep doing that, 4 holes of just that, do that another 3 times, and we'll have 2 more holes to play. We'll be all right. Another interesting hole, Sandface. Love that name. Lovely big river that you're right next to here. But it's 287 yards. Again, one you think, I'll just have a go at this, but gorse all surrounding a massive hill that you've got to go up to with a big revetted bunker with wooden sleepers. So I'm going to hit 6-iron and then just try and flick a wedge close again. I think all the shorter holes have some real big obstacle from what I've seen at round about 230, so it really makes you question, do you go for it or not? But we're just ticking along nicely here, so we'll hit 6-iron, flick on, see if we can make a putt. Easy hitting fairways round here. Fairway found there. Definitely wasn't a hole to go for because it's narrowing in so much, and if you didn't quite get it, it rolls back down into that bunker. Very hard shot, but now I'm only going to be left with under 100 up to the flag in the distance. So we're doing the right things, folks. All about planning a bit more. It's a strange but enjoyable experience. Right, 97 yards we've got left, so just air a little bit left of it. Bit left. A little bit further away than we wanted, pretty much on the edge of the green, but we'll take it. Just got to cozy this up. If it drops, great. A little bit of uphill, a little bit of left to right. Just pushed that out the heel slightly. So it was always going to fall short, but another 4 comfortably ticked off. So this hole, Cannon Hill, is a blind one, and the fairway splits at about 250, I think it is. The chap in the shop told us there's a bunker at 273 and there's some at 180. So hit a hybrid just shy of the dip, and then might even, to be fair, it's going to be bouncy and it's downhill. So I'm going to go 4 iron because that'll go about 220 down the hill, and it'll only leave me a 7 iron in. Well, we've done it again. We've picked a shot and we've executed. This is getting out of hand, folks. Let's go and see where that lies. I'm excited about this hole. Right, up to the top, we've just stopped shy. We've only got 175 to the flag. It's an interesting hole, that, because you look down here now and you see actually how much fairway there is. There are those 3 bunkers, that's the one at 270, so you could almost blast something out, but you do get caught out of them. They look so severe that it's questionable whether you're gonna, you know, get out and on. As we're here, 170 down the hill, it's only 155 to the front. You know, 4 iron, 8 iron, hit 2 good shots with sort of a stress-free mentality instead of probably getting steery with a wood off that tee, but let's see. It's dead at it, please be the number. Just crept onto the fringe, but I don't know what's happened to me, but we're hitting some very nice shots. This isn't the sort of golf that you're used to here normally, but we've got our head in check, we've got some goals, and things are happening. Well, we've just trickled onto the fringe, which doesn't help our stats, but we're doing quite well on those at the moment. But the good news is, it's within 20 feet, and it's a pretty straight putt. It's just all about the pace here. The fringes look like carpet as well. The greens, this place, when you play it, it's, I think, £100 as a green fee, which is a little bit, you know, up towards that higher end of a green fee rate. But when you think Troon down the road, Dundonald down the road, Prestwicks, we're into £200, £300, £400 for those. This is a right little hidden gem at a better price point. But back to the matter at hand, can we knock in one of these? Oh, that moved so much. I've had 2 sort of unconfident walk-offs. But we're ticking it along. A nice little 4. If we keep knocking on the door, someone's going to open it. Someone's got to open it. So the 7th hole, the Cup, as this one's called, again, as I said earlier, you look at the yardage and think, just whack it. But the fairway widens to about probably 10 paces going up the hill. And there is gorse and bushes and heather and rough and just misery either side of that. So I'm going to hit 6 iron to around about 200, which should leave me a nice little wedge in. Get down. It's actually okay, just a little bit handsy on that one, didn't turn as much, but first real loose shot I've hit, and we're okay, because we've got a plan. We've got a plan. So not my best work with an iron, but hey ho, it's only a short flick in. Beautiful view when you do get down this part of the golf course and when we go back up, but you can see Arran, the Isle of Arran over there in the distance, just carved into the skyline. Brilliant. Some great golf courses over on there as well. But back to the matter at hand, we've only got 128 to the flag. Uphill, it's going to add a few more, so I think it's just a comfortable wedge. Pin looks a bit back, looks like there might be a bit of room beyond it, so I think just a 3/4 wedge and let it bounce up from here. just last few, just let my right hand just turn over ever so slightly. It's not a bad golf shot, it's looking like it's middle of the green, but just got to be a little bit aware of that. Try and hit a bit more body turn cuts. Right, well, safely aboard the green. Fed in a little bit off the slope. It's amazing how small all these greens are. They're not very wide and not overly deep, but they're brilliant putting surfaces. Bit of sneaky break on this one, so another one of those. If it drops, great. If not, cozy, move on. Stay up, stay up. Just gone again on me. Just all been glancing the face of the hole each time. But it's another par ticked off. Wasn't the front nine I was thinking I was going to be having after 7 holes, but I'll very much take it. So this hole, saddled back 177 yards, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bunkers around it. Surrounding the front and the left and the right, 3 apiece each side and 1 at the front pretty much. The flag's 181 yards today, so I'm going to go 7 iron because I've got 190 to the back. It is a bit downhill as well, so just a nice one of these. It's centred. I was thinking maybe 8, but knowing that the bunkers are all predominantly shy of the flag, there's no point getting near those, so we'll just make sure we go by them. Planning, folks. Planning, it's something new here. Well, it's a green, wasn't my best strike, just trying to find that little fade that I had early on, but we're safely aboard and we've got another putt for the bird. The bird. Let's see what we can do here, folks. Again, another one, a little bit of a way out, but from 180, I'm only 35 feet away, so it's actually not too bad. Well, another good putt there that was right on line. Just fell a bit short, but it's another par. 9th hole called Race Course, 459 yards, dogleg left to right. You can't see the green. It's pretty straight from where we are as the crow would fly, but you're forced down towards the trees and then it banks out. There is a bunker at 240, but I'm going to go 3 wood. There's a lot more room right as well than you can sort of see here. Three wood is the future. Straight as an arrow. Right, fairway found. And only 180 to the flag. Must say, that 3 wood's doing bits at the minute. 180 to the flag, 164 to the front. So 180, I can pitch it at 175. I think just a 3/4 7 is right here, because let's just check bunkers. 137, 154, 168, and then 1 at the back at 200. So predominantly all front. So I think the 7 iron gets me up to where we want to be. I got my shape, I just didn't quite start it on line. Kick left. Not sure there, that was the first time I've been a little bit in my mind. I actually thought about my score then, I was taking it away, but I know it's happened. Just need to refocus, carry on. Well, a very good miss there, just missed pin high, just onto the fringe. I actually thought the flag was right side, but it's more middle. Green comes up and then down here, so it's all about the pace on this one. Turn him, turn him, turn him. Get in, you beauty. You absolute beauty. That is a thief. That is a robbery in the night. Good pace as well. That was dropping in. The steps got quicker. The emotions are higher. 3 under, folks, in the red for the front 9. Off we go onto the back. Whoop. So this hole, named after the designer of the course, James Braid the hole. 373. There's a bunker at 185 and then one at 217, and then a further one on which comes into play actually near the green at 330 yards. So I think 187, 220. Oof. I think I'm going to go 5 iron, because if I get a good 4 iron it might skip and bounce to 220. 5 iron clears 187, so this should leave me theoretically right in the slot. That is exactly where I aimed it. Safely aboard the fairway, and we've only got 166 to go, friends and family of the channel. And if you're not a friend and family of the channel, why not hit subscribe down below and become one? Come into our warm little community here, where I will now be hitting 8 iron flies 165. That's the issue, and that's 166, but the back's 180. I feel like the ball's going further. Is it a 9 iron? What's bunkering saying? 107, 134, 156. I've got to cover 156. No, we'll hit a little 8. It's not my best strike, but it's a good line. Kick left slightly. I think we'll have another little go at eagle there, birdie, sorry. Eagle, getting ahead of myself. Right, just trickled literally off the back. I probably would have been able to hit 9 iron and bring it in a bit more there, but hey ho, we've now got another look at birdie. Become another thief in the night here. Bit uphill, little left to right. Thought that was going to give it the old right hand signal then, but no such luck. We'll take it, ticking off those pars, keep ticking. Grandstand, the 11th hole is called. It's a dogleg right to left. You can't really see the fairway. You can see those couple of bunkers that are around the 200 mark, but we want to cut the corner here a little bit. That should then leave us maybe a mid iron into the green. Oh Jesus, just slipped on my way back then. That was the first sort of, but it's safe. It's annoying. Hey ho. Not my finest hour there, but hey ho. 270 to go, so I'm going to hit 7 iron down there, not try anything daft, and see if we can muster an up and down. Travel. Oh, actually managed to hit a draw out of that. I thought it was just going to come out flat with no spin. Not what we need. Shouldn't have been compounding the error there by being in the rough, but first bit of a test we face today. Let's see if we can keep our head and keep it going. 80 yards out of the heather. Didn't expect the ball to have that much draw on it. The rough just turned the blade a little bit, but I thought it would have just shot forwards. Hey ho, let's see what we can do here. 75 to the front, I've got 58 out. I'm just going to try and land it about 10-15 foot short of the green. Couple of bounces, see if we can sneak a putt. Go on, big chase. Tell you what, that's done better than I expected. There's still hope of keeping the par streak alive. Downhiller, bit of right to left in it. It's only about 14 feet, so we've got chances. I've held plenty of these in my career. Be nice to keep the round on a real steady roll, but to be fair, the tee shot didn't really warrant a par. Looked so good for so long, and I just knew halfway it was going to miss low. Well, 11 holes to make my first bogey. I'm quite happy with that, and it was more just a bit of a funky swing off the tee. Nothing to worry about. Panic doesn't need to set in. We'll just calm down, move on to the next, keep it going. Aaron, the 12th hole, 367 yards, a dogleg from right to left. Called Aaron because you see it just off the tee here, but when we swing round, I think we're going to get a great view. Bunkers at 200 going all the way to 235. I'm just going to go over the one at 200 with a 4-iron and find the fairway, get back on that nice steady streak. Let's see what we can do. Come on, pick your shot, hit the shot. Oh, nearly hit that bird then, mid-flight. Not my best strike, but it's middle of the fairway. It's interesting because having playing this course blind, you sort of maybe look back on a few and go, I could have actually hit stuff here, but it's quite good as an exercise for me when I'm trying to be more involved in the shots instead of just standing up and whacking it, to plot my way around here, not knowing what's round the corner and as much. So I must say I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Irvine, thank you for having us. And if you are up in the area here, make sure you do come and check this little stunner out. Very interesting approach to the green here. It's all down. There's bunkers front right and front left, and then you hit onto a flat green and there's a bit of a runoff at the back. So I am 155 yards. So it's a case of whether you land it short or you land it well up onto the green and let it stick, or do you let it bumble down the hill? So decisions to be made here. I think I prefer to sort of take the look and the bounce out of it. So I'm going to go 9-iron where the flag is as well. It's tight left, so 9-iron flies 150 down the hill. That's going to get me to the centre of the green. Hopefully it sticks and we're in a good spot then. Well, I hope that is the right yardage because it's all over the stick. I heard the thud of the green. Fingers crossed. Well, we are on the green. There's a little false front here and it's pitched just at the top of it and trickled back down, but only 25 feet away, so it's not the end of the world. An outside chance of the bird. So let's see what we can do. Oh, Matt, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh. Just thought it was a little bit more uphill than expected there. Crikey, that is one tall flag. Knock it in though. Knock it in, no pressure. The greens are that good, all you've got to do is just point the putter in the middle of the hole on a short one and roll it. And it goes in. Well, that was a fun little hole. I would imagine when that gets baked out in summer, which we are in now, believe it or not, when we got a little bit of a dry spell, if you got one coming in a little bit short out the rough, you'd see loads of balls firing over the back there. So our 13th hole's called Snodgrass, 431 yards. You can't see anything off the tee. You go up over a hill, then down, and it gets quite narrow up to the green with a brook running all alongside it. There are bunkers all the way up the hole on the right as well, which are starting at 157 and going all the way up to the green at 400. So 2-iron down, little cutty one over the pole. Just a bit right of the pole, but should be okay. Maybe finds a trap. 10 yards right of the pole. Interesting one, that one. Just off the fairway there. Cut it a bit too much than I like, but it's not the end of the world. It's quite narrow, this one, like I say, out of bounds, and the brook further down. Now we've got 183 to the front, and you can bounce this one into the green because we saw it from a tee up there. So it's 215 to the back. So I think I'm going to go 7 iron. I was thinking maybe 8 because it looks like it might fly from there. Well, if that's a good number, it is all over it. Just didn't quite come out as much as I thought it would out of that lie, but it looks, from my very athletic jump there, that we're just on the front of the green. We're plotting, we're planning, we're weaseling. Well, we didn't quite make the green, but the pin's only 5 or 6 paces on anyway, so we've still got maybe just inside 25 foot, maybe, well, it's probably not even that, it's probably 20 feet. Bit uphill, right to left. If I drop this in, I feel like this is a real gift. Stay up. Just didn't go high enough with it. Take holes like that where it's, you know, a fair length, 460 or 430 was it? And we've got tap-in pars with a mid-iron, always very nice. 378 yards, the specs here. Straight away you're hitting up onto the fairway. There's only there's 2 bunkers at just shy of 200, then one at 240, so 3 wood should carry that, and it looks pretty wide open. So we're going to give this a blast, better than the last one. Don't even remember what happened there. Give this a go, and hopefully we get in sort of wedge distance to have a good look at birdie. Well, that was a top. That last fat has just really played in my mind there. I just stood over it thinking, right, just try and sweep it all the way round pretty much. I have said the flight I want to hit in my mind, had a practice swing and felt it. Over that one, I just questioned absolutely everything. Crazy how you can go from a club being so straight and reliable to a fat and a top in 2 holes. Onwards, at least we've only got 300 to go now. That was interesting, a nice cold top there. Now I've got 230, there's 2 bunkers that sit before the green that look like spectacles, so 230 is as far as I can hit it. I think I'll go, I've got 7 iron, I'm gonna go 6 iron. Get up close, because I've actually got 270 here, so if I get up close, little chip, try and make a par. Just going to miss the right spectacle. Right, we're in a good spot. Come on. It's that greenkeeper's fault over there. He's been watching me the last 2 times I've hit poor shots. He's bad juju for the 3 wood. Well, this is a good golf hole. I'm quite annoyed that I topped my my wood. Now those are the spectacle bunkers there. We've got 65 yards to the flag, but look at the tear on that green. It's got to be flying low and running up, or flying all the way. I'm probably going to try and run it just to get it close. Happy with that. Just needed a tiny bit more and it was spot on. Don't think the camera's ever seen me spin that quick from the back angle there. Right, for the greatest par in history. That's some great golf hole, that, those spectacle bunkers. And then this, if you didn't know about it, you could quite comfortably make bogey by hitting decent 3 wood wedge just shy down, and it's a tricky putt up the hill. But now, let's take this all the way. Drifted. It's a shame we've sort of just had 2 real out of character tee shots that have force the drop shots, but other than that everything's been bob on. So currently 1 under, I think. Just got to try and nick a couple maybe over the last 4 and I'll be very happy with what's happened. 15th, 338 yards, Barthenholm. Easy for me to say. 338 down the hill, doglegs right to left. There are some bunkers. Got the big stick out. I think if we get a nice one away, it sort of runs down to the green, so we might chase it near the front edge. So pick your shot. Hopefully can't top it off a tee that high. Let's see what we can do. Come on. It's just left of the stick. Ooh, kick left in the rough. It'll only be a little chip across there, so not too bad. We're down there. Well, in the rough, it's not sat too bad. Managed to avoid that little bunker. That would have been a catastrophe, but we've only actually got 60 yards to the flag and 45 to the front. So I'm just going to try and land my 58 near the front of the green, and it should bounce on up towards that flag there. Ooh, that's come out nice. That actually almost felt that spinning off the face then. That came out incredibly well. I thought it was going to play it out the back of the stance and a bit lower than normal. I thought it was going to bumble forwards, but hey ho, we've got a chance. That's all we need. 25 feet stands between me and a bird and some right to left. Let's take it. Let's take it. It's not that right to left, my God. Hit more of a push. Wow, great pace. Terrible face alignment. One thing I must be said, that was all me, because the greens are fantastic and they are rolling very, very well. Very well. I just need to buy a birdie for the last 3 now. Let's see if we can get over the line. A flag not to be messed with here on the 16th red burn, which is 157 today. It's tight left. There are 3 bunkers, 1 short and then 2 that sit left and right. I think we just go centre of the green and just try and hole a 30 footer if we get it aboard. 9 iron, come on. It's a nice strike, just a bit pushy. Well, do you know what? That is a good thing, I think, from today's round. Normally I'd be aiming left of that flag, trying to cut it into a 5-yard gap, as where I've aimed a little bit right at the bigger portion of the green, pushed it ever so slightly, but I'm pin high, and now I've got a chance at a birdie and I can roll putts in, so that isn't an issue, and it's not a wonder shot, but it comes off actually better for me. I'm going out. They've not been going in because I've had them in. So I'm going to put that there, perfectly pin high. Just professionalism, I would say today's round would be. Professionalism with a hint of total beginner on 2-3 woods. But that can all be eradicated with this little bird sling. Front to back, right to left. I can see it, I've got it. We're going in. Don't leave it short. I had the line perfect there, just left it a foot short. Right, it's another par ticked off, folks. So we've come back to the back tee. We met the greenkeeper a couple of holes ago, Derek, lovely chap. He said when you get to 17, just come back. It's about 40 yards. There are a few tees extra, sort of, there are blue tees. There's a blue course, but some of it's the same as the whites. Then there's a few extra tees dotted around. But this one here, 17, you're propped up. You can see the other tees down 40 yards down there. But you get to see all of the fairway here. 438, lovely rolling fairway, and gives you a good view back into the town. So let's see what we can do here. Behave, 3-wood. Behave. There we go. Commitment is key. Don't think about how you want to impact it, just pick the shot and hit it, Matt. Right, we march on. 1.5 to go. Can we stay in the red? Well, we found the fairway and we found a really good angle to actually see a bit of the green. If you're a bit more up on the right, you wouldn't see it. Looks like a bit of a bowl. I've got 152 to the flag, but only 140 to the front, and the wind's picking up a bit and it's down off the right, so right in between clubs. But I'm going to go pitching wedge because it looks like everything's going to bounce on here a bit. So let's see if we can get one in close. Steal one off this hole. Great hole that, off that tee as well. Good recommendation by Derek there. Kick right. Well, we're putting. We're going to have a chance. We are going to have a chance. Oh yeah, it's about, I feel like I've hit everything to about 20-25 feet today, because that looks about the same distance there from here. Let's see if we can actually get one in the bottom of the curb. Just inside that distance, it's inside the 25-foot circle, I reckon. Not much in it, a little bit of right to left. Come on, come on. I'd love to hole this. Everyone's just been there or thereabouts. Well, it's another par ticked off. That was probably one of my favourite holes on the course, that off that back tee. Looked very good, and a great little green complex that. Right, down the last, not going to lie, nerves have just started kicking in. Just need a par. Come on, Matt, let's go and make a par. Let's do it. Our 18th hole, 356 yards, Flagstaff, straight down. You can see 2 bunkers there into the mound that we hopefully won't be going anywhere near. And then the bunkers are only up near the green. Now, we just need to get a good one away and see what we can do. Let's hold on, kids, let's hold on. Down the right. I think that's okay. It's a nice strike, just a little pushy. Should be okay up there though. Just 90 yards to the green. Flag looks like it's a few paces on. We are coming out the rough, which isn't ideal because it is downwind, but let's get a 58 up in the air. See if we can get one close. Got a bit of green to work with. We're 105 as well, so 71 front. So actually, yeah, there's a bit of a slope there, so we can be okay with this. Hit it 80 yards. Oh, it's turned my club over that. Sit. Sit. It's okay, it's on the green. The rough, as soon as it gets any little bit of water on it, it just gets so juicy and just flips the club. But we're okay. Interesting one, we're just trickled off the green. The flag looked about 3 paces on, but a little bit of a false front there, so roll this down anyway, tap in, and we've had a great day. Come on. Another 2-putt. And there we go, folks. The first time since we broke par since October last year, on and in the red. Thanks for watching, Irvine. Thank you for having us down. We'll see you in another video very soon.